In this video, I'm going to help you plan the Northern Hills in a day, starting with Rapid City. At 8 a.m., we're going to head out Nemo Road to drive beautiful, curvy Black Hills scenic roads. If you need a quick stop, the little mountain town of Nemo with their general store is a fun spot. For an extended stay here, you might consider camping, horse trail rides, ATV rentals, the restaurant, fishing and hiking, or in winter, the Nemo 500 outhouse races. Just after Nemo, we are going to take a right onto Vanocker Canyon Road, my favorite curvy road to ride my Harley-Davidson Road King or Yamaha FZ07 sports bike. At one point on the right, you'll see out towards the prairie towards Sturgis, and on the left, you'll see the slopes of Terry Peak Ski Resort. Enjoy the twists and turns down into Sturgis, the town I grew up in. We are going to proceed straight through town to Butte State Park first, then we'll head back to Sturgis for lunch. Look for bison in the area, but don't pet the fluffy cows. They are dangerous. Visit the Education Center for highlights on the mountain's geology and the history and cultural beliefs of the Northern Plains Indians. Take the summit trail to the top if you are able and have your hiking shoes and water for a gorgeous view of the surrounding prairie. Butte, the remains of a volcano that did not erupt, is a sacred mountain to many American Indian tribes who come here to hold religious ceremonies. You'll see colorful pieces of cloth and small bundles or pouches hanging from the trees. These prayer cloths and tobacco ties represent prayers offered by individuals during their worship. Please respect these offerings and leave them undisturbed. If your footing isn't stable or you have a fear of heights, you might think twice about going all the way to the top observation deck, because the 2-mile hike gets increasingly difficult as you go. If you love the Black Hills scenery, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to be notified of future videos. It helps my channel grow and I'm honored to have your support. After you've soaked up the spiritual vibes and breathtaking views of Butte, head back to Sturgis and grab some lunch at the Knuckle Saloon. I recommend the world-famous steak tips. Take a walk up and down Main Street, although it won't quite be the same if it's not during the Sturgis Rally, when our little town of 6,000 people is crushed by 500,000 bikers for Rally Week. It's 1 p.m. and time to zip up Highway 14A, also known as Boulder Canyon Road, to see historic Deadwood. This rough old mining town inspired an HBO series. I can't quote any of the famous lines due to the colorful language the characters use, but you can see some of the history on the walls inside the Saloon number 10,
There's a bunch of pictures over here to look at.
Nice to see it green.
If you're needing a coffee at this point, duck into the pump house where you may be treated to a glass blowing demonstration. Take the self-guided tour of Mount Moriah Cemetery to see the famous graves of Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane. Several of the suckers featured in the HBO series Deadwood are buried here, along with other colorful local characters and varmints. I had the pleasure of meeting actors W. Earl Brown that played Dan Doherty and Keon Young that played Mr. Wu at the premiere of Deadwood the movie, where I wore a ball gown, cowboy hat, and kickers, otherwise known as cowboy boots. At 3 p.m., we should head to Spearfish Canyon via Highway 85 north so we can experience the gorgeous scenery around us and take in some of the waterfalls. First up is Bridal Falls, easily seen from the deck across the road from the pullout, or you can cross the creek and hike to stand directly underneath the falls. Farther down the road, the movie Dances with Wolves had some scenes shot near Roughlock Falls. Which has an easy paved hike to see a series of cascading waterfalls. If you're a birder, keep your eyes peeled for the rare American dipper. Let's keep traveling up this beautiful byway to Cheyenne Crossing. Turn left from there and drive through the mining town of Lead, where you can see the open cut. Take a few minutes to tour the visitor center if it's open. Let's get on Highway 385 south to a beautiful little lesser-known lake to fish, camp, swim, kayak, and hike around. Roubaix Lake. Kids and adults alike will love the sandy beach and swimming area, plus it's a fun place to catch trout and perch if you've got your fishing poles with you and have a license. Finish this gorgeous Northern Hills loop by heading back to Rapid City via Highway 44, also known as Rimrock Highway. My first choice for dinner is juniper. If you can't get in there, try the Indecision Menu at Tally's Silver Spoon downtown, or Pasa is also a fave. Cap off the night by seeing the night lights from Skyline Drive before you turn in, or by taking in some live music at one of the venues around the hills, like local band Camp Comfort and musician Johnny Hastings, or my friend Rebel Van Lowe. Next in my series of Black Hills in a Day, we'll be heading to the Badlands.